It's Cindy J from Green Bay here. A little Walmart haul to share with you. I have things left out in the car that I need to bring downtown. The primary reason I went to Walmart was for these banker boxes. So I do have two packages, each with 10 boxes each. And they were under 20 bucks, so I was pretty glad with that. I was surprised because when I was looking online, they were a lot more expensive than that. So my banker boxes are in the car. And then I got 2 of the Gatorades. Always have to have those, one for home and one for downtown. And oh, my total today was $198.28. So hey, under 200, which is nice for a change. However, this really wasn't supposed to be a big haul. In fact, I really wasn't planning on going, but I really needed those banker boxes for a project at the office, and I needed a few other supplies like that. So, you know, a trip to Walmart, always things jump in the cart, right? So, got the Gatorade. Also, I picked up a few of these. 2 of these packages like this are also in the car to bring downtown. These little bottles sure are nice. We use them just to, you know, hand out to clients and stuff. We'd use just the regular, like the 16-ounce ones. But I've started buying these smaller ones because I've noticed so frequently people will start drinking, they take a water, but then they'd only drink half of it and either leave the other half behind or throw a half-drank water bottle in the garbage can. So I like these little ones I'm finding. And to go with that, I did get a little bit of a splurge. I've been seeing these adorable little mini fridges. I think that these are really meant to be for cosmetics that need to stay chilled. But I was thinking maybe I could do an unboxing of this a little bit later. I'm kind of excited about this little guy. I'll be able to fit a few of these little bottles of water in there. And then the tiny cans that you get of the ginger ale, same thing. When you get the regular size 12-ounce can, only half gets drank and left behind. But these little ones, you know, they're perfect, just 7.5 ounces. They'll fit in my little mini fridge perfectly. And, you know, we're an office, not a bar. You know, we'll give a client water or a ginger ale because I feel like ginger ale, you know, it's a pretty basic soda. But it never fails. There's always somebody who's like, well, don't you have coffee? Or don't you have Coca-Cola? People are never happy. So yes, I'm very excited to check out my little mini fridge. This guy was $29.88, so 30 bucks. And when I looked online, they were pretty comparable to that price. But what I thought was especially neat about this one is it has a little window on it. So, anyways, I'm very excited to try out that little thing. And it looks like it's good to use for a plug-in just into the wall and to use in your car. So I thought that was a neat feature as well. But I will save that for an unboxing with the fridge to play with that. Of course, always have to get the kombucha, and I think these are all flavors I've had before. Passion fruit, tangerine. This trilogy one I really like. I didn't think at first because there was so much debris always on the bottom. But I'm finding this is turning into one of my favorite flavors after I gave it a chance. So, you know, it has raspberry juice, lemon juice, and ginger juice, and it works. So, and then the super berry. And then in addition to the 3 bottles of the kombucha I picked up, I also got this one here, and this is one I have never tried before, just as you can see in a regular can. I was curious, blueberry mint, we'll see, vitamin B12, so we'll try that out. And I also wanted a full-size can to see how it fit in my little mini fridge when I unbox that a little bit later. And then a jug, of course, of the salsa for $4. I really like these. It's just, you know, made right in-house at Walmart, and it's you know, big. It's a pound worth. For $4, you can't really go wrong when you get the stuff, deli-made stuff, like the specialty stuff. It's a lot more expensive than that. And then also had to pick up just some meats and stuff to make lunches and breakfast. The jalapeno cheddar sausages, and then the little smoky sausages. Again, these are just a staple item. I think I pick a combination of these up every time I go, because when you make a lunch every single day, you know, they just keep on eating, don't they? And then you gotta keep buying food. And speaking of repeats, the good old mac and cheese, which we really gotta cut back on all this mac and cheese. I mean, mac and cheese is a great comfort food. I love mac and cheese as well, but we really gotta try to cut back on that, because it's really not that good for us. And Jay really could stand to lose a couple of pounds, so but if I make stuff that he really doesn't like, he's just gonna go to the gas station and get junky food anyway. So, and then I just got some plain rotoni pasta. This is always handy for some, you know, just basic buttered noodles or whatever, but I always like to keep just some basic pasta on hand. And then I got myself some plums, and this only $1.88 for 3 of them. That's usually about what it is at $2.47 a pound. So I do enjoy my plums, and I do like to get just a few at a time since I'm the only one eating the fruit, because in addition to the plums, I also always get my big haul of strawberries. And I really probably, this was a pretty good deal here, $5 for this big thing of, you know, basic strawberries. So I did get the big one, and I really should have been content with that, but I couldn't help myself. I had to get the little sweet ones. These are just so good. They are literally like candy. The greenhouse grown, I mean, they're the Walmart market side brand, but the sweet and flavorful, and they're, you know, that smaller size. Oh my gosh, just if you are looking for a sweet treat, it's worth the splurge for real, because I know a lot of people who maybe like strawberries just don't care for those bigger ones, because those big strawberries, they're not so flavorful. They're more fibrous tasting, which I still like them, but those sweet ones, you don't have to add sugar or nothing to them. And then always gotta pick up the Gatorade. So a couple of bottles of those as usual. Well, because I can never find grape Gatorade at Walmart. I only find it like at gas stations and stuff, so Powerade is just as good to me. Like, some people are really picky about Gatorade versus Powerade, kind of like Coke versus Pepsi. Like, I know Jake hates Powerade. He won't, I mean, no, he'd rather not drink it. He'll drink water over Powerade, but yet he loves Gatorade. I don't know, that's the same to me. Who knows? And I got another pineapple because, yes, it was only $1.96. And, you know, I did get a $2 pineapple last time I was there, because, you know, when the pineapples are only $2, I just cannot justify getting a pre-packaged or a package of pre-cut pineapple for, you know, double, $4, sometimes $5. So for $2, hey, why the heck not? You know, I feel like if I knew how to cut them better, I wouldn't lose so much meat on the sides as I do. But maybe I can look into getting like a pineapple core, or I don't know, Temu. Oh, Temu, do you have a pineapple core? Of course, I'm sure they do. I'll have to check that out. Speaking of Temu, I have some Temu goodies coming here in the next couple of days. So looking forward to a little Temu haul. I got some spring sweaters and stuff. Trying to move out of wearing black every day to maybe wearing something a little more colorful. I picked up some jalapeno peppers, so only 35 cents. 35 cents for these 3 jalapenos. Once in a while, I like to cut them up and add them to this, that, or the other. The primary reason why I did snag a few of them while I was there was because I picked this up here. So I'm going to go ahead and make that tonight because you can see by that yellow tag that means that they were trying to get it sold. But, you know, I've never had this particular one before, this Mexican style street corn. I do like Mexican street corn style flavored things. So I thought, oh, it might be worth a shot. And it said that it's a flatbread pizza with white sauce, probably kind of like a ranch, I'm assuming. Roasted corn, diced jalapeno peppers, and chili powder seasoning. But I do not see many jalapenos, so I am going to dice up a part of one of these to add to my little flatbread. But yeah, 35 cents for all 3 of these. And I mean, 3 jalapenos go such a long ways. You don't need a lot to add a lot of flavor to whatever food you're making. But the one thing I must say about purchasing fresh jalapenos, in my experience, is you just never know. Jalapenos are unpredictable. One jalapeno can be so hot it like burns your face off, you know? You're in tears. And then some jalapenos hardly have any heat and you feel like you could just, you know, eat them like a fruit. From what this one smells like, I think these are gonna have some heat. So we will find out. But yes, my jalapeno. And I grabbed a lemon just because lately I've been seeing recipes that call for, you know, squeezing some fresh lemon juice. So I wanted to just grab a lemon to have on hand. And plus it's Good Friday, this Friday. So I'm thinking Jay will take me out for a fish on Friday night. I don't know if we'll go for perch or if we'll go for salmon again. We went for a salmon dinner a couple weeks ago. That was very, very good. But I always have leftovers, so. So my 53-cent lemon will certainly be put to good use at some point. And then a bag of my thin Tostitos chips that I always like. And I gotta say, I really like these thin Cantina ones because of the chips being so airy and thin. I love it. My only complaint about that thin airiness is because I like the salsa, you have to be very gentle with your chip, otherwise it breaks. I know it's kind of counterintuitive, but I find those thick salsa chips, or excuse me, those thick tortilla chips, there's just like, I don't know, yeah. It's like too mealy, if that makes sense. I don't know how else to describe it. But yes, I really do enjoy those thin ones. And let's see here, this is to be baked at, let's see, 10 to 12 minutes, but it doesn't say at what temperature. Oh, 425. Yeah, usually they'll put the temperature right by the length of time here, but might as well get that oven preheated then. I can get my little Mexican flatbread going. And then definitely needed a dozen eggs, and they were only $2 today. I was gonna grab an 18-pack, but I figured not because of it being Easter this weekend. I don't know, what are you all doing for Easter this weekend? I don't know if I'm going out with my parents or what, but I guess wherever we end up, we'll probably end up getting some eggs. So I thought, you know, I'll just stick with a dozen eggs here, and we'll probably be all egged out by the end of Easter because somebody will have deviled eggs. And then I picked up these Bunny Tails cotton candy. I think my niece and nephew are going to be coming to visit like right after Easter, so I wanted to have a little treat for them for when they come. My poor little niece and nephew, ages 6 and 10, they lost their paternal grandfather recently. So that is very, very sad. This is the first major experience that they have with loss of a loved one in their lives, because my sister, you know, married a man who was an only child with just a mom and a dad, and that's it. That's all the family. You know, his parents didn't have siblings either. So now it's just his mom, and so it's sad, but we'll keep them in our prayers for sure, for sure. And then on with the haul, another deal. This will probably be my lunch for tomorrow. Again, the yellow tag. I always love the yellow tags. I love me a deal because I am a little Belgian girl at the end of the day. And really, even $3.41, if you think about it, it's like, you know, oh shoot, I wish I would have looked at this a little bit more closely. It looks like the, guess what? I might be eating a salad tonight. I think I'm going to be eating this tonight because the greens, they didn't look that wilted in the store, and that's too bad. But so $3.41 for that, and you know, it's always good to get a little roughage in our guts, right? Speaking of roughage, I got this hot pico de gallo to go with my salsa to just kind of beef it up a little bit. Some, you know, chunks of tomato and onion and some jalapenos, and it's supposed to be hot, so I was hoping that by mixing the hot and the medium that, you know, I'll have a little kick, not enough to burn my face off, but, you know, just that little punch. And then I got a big container of the vanilla Yoplait. I had 2 of them in my hand for the Yoplait, and those are a little over $1 each. I want to say they are like $1.25 each for the yogurts this size. Well, then I found this one for a little over $3 for this massive one. So I thought, well, by the time I buy 2 of these for just a little bit more, I get the whole big huge one. And that also is part of the reason why I justified in my mind having a having this extra big thing of strawberries, is because I can make strawberry parfaits, and those are so, I know I've commented on that before, how expensive those gosh darn strawberry parfaits are when you get them pre-made, but when you can just make them at home, they are, you know, not that expensive. It's just you got to buy all the ingredients. And that's my complaint with salads too, is it's so hard to keep all that stuff on hand and fresh, and I will complain about it till the end of time. But anyway, some half and half for the cat. Yes, I know it's terrible. You'd think, oh gee, you must drink a lot of coffee getting these, you know, big pints of half and half, but no, alas, it is for the cat who requires it. I mean, once in a great while, I like to make myself a little instant coffee, and I will mix some, you know, like lots of half and half with it, and I'll froth it up like a latte sort of thing, but that's far and few between. It's generally the cat. And then I got these cinnamon rolls. This was $2. It's 5 cinnamon rolls. I picked this up probably like 6 weeks ago. I tried this out, and where I screwed up was I separated them. I didn't just like cook them all together like as a roll where they would pull apart. I had them each separate on the pan, and I cooked them, or baked them rather, just a little too long, and they got hard. They were hard. Even when I took them out of the oven, like I put frosting on one and it was already feeling hard, and I, you know, put a couple in the box and, you know, sent them with Jay to go to the office with, that he could, you know, because he likes to read the paper and stuff in the morning as he's getting ready to hit the day. And yeah, they ended up in the garbage. They were just hard as a rock. So I'm going to redeem myself and make some cinnamon rolls again. And this time I'm going to do it right. And it's like, gosh, who can screw up making cinnamon rolls out of a jar? Well, I can, because I'm not really a big cinnamon roll person, but he, you know, likes them, so that's why I got them in the first place the other day, was to try to surprise him. And I got him some Pringles just to, you know, keep for little afternoon snacks for him. Normally I would have only bought one, but they were on rollback. Normally they're like $2.50, but they were only $2. So 1 sour cream and 1 of the cheddar. And then the last cotton candy of Easter for me, I think. And then a box of snack size baggies. to have on hand. I really like this little size of baggies. They're very handy. And then a package of egg noodles, again, because they're so versatile. And then I got these for Jay. He likes peanut butter, chocolate flavored stuff. And these Chex Muddy Buddies. These are a nice treat. And I had put a little bag of them out for him a couple weeks ago, and I noticed that he ate it. So but I'll put another one out for him. And then, oh, the very important cat treats, the all-important cat treats. And Diesel has been eating way too many treats because Diesel and Jay like to have their little special time in the morning where the cat follows him around and gets him to give him way too many treats. So I keep running out, but I keep buying them too. So to anybody who has a cat that's part of your family, you know how it is. You know, they are part of the family. So, and then just a few extras to have on hand. So that is everything for today. So thanks for checking out my haul. Nothing too exciting, but it was nice to catch up, and probably my next video will likely be my Temu haul, and I'm hoping to get a few shorts in there in between time. All right, have a good one.